Hey, it's Kevin. Happy Wednesday. As you remember, this is the week of light. It is the longest days of 2026. And today, in my neck of the woods, there is 16 hours and 1 minute of sunlight today. And that makes for a super good day. So, one thing that has happened that is a blessing to me is school is out. Thank God. Because in the mornings when I'm on my way to the park and I accidentally forget it is a school day, I get trapped in the school traffic. And it just sits there and it sits there and it sits there and it sits there. And it used to be, what was interesting? The traffic used to be all SUVs, right? Like SUV, 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 SUV. Like, I think the popular one was the Lexus 300 RX. That was popular for a long time. Like I would think that anything else kids would be embarrassed to get out of. Like, oh mom, how could you? How could you buy a Prius? Anyway, that used to be the car that it was popular. Now, the car that is popular is definitely the Tesla J. Like the Tesla J here in Bothell is like driven everywhere. Everyone has a Tesla J, right? There's a Tesla J here, Tesla J there, and they come in brown, or no, not brown. That would be a creative color. They come in black, white, and blue, dark blue, like navy blue. I think that's all you have, the choices you have. There's no color. Remember in the 60s when cars had color, 60s and 70s, cars had color. Not anymore. Now you can barely find a red car, right? Oh, that's terrible. Well, I thought we would do just a little check, a little bitty mini week reading to see how the energy is playing on us. We just went through the new moon in Gemini. That's over. Now we went through Cancer. That's always an emotional time. So Monday, Tuesday, probably we're like, what? But now the moon is going into Leo. And so Leo is always the sun of the sun. So we have the longest days, and the moon is in Leo. So the rest of this week could be pretty good. There are a lot of people that have Juneteenth off on Friday, so it's going to be a long weekend. It's going to be a long weekend. People are going to be so happy, right? Not only because there's sunshine, there's a 3-day weekend. Tomorrow is technically Friday for a lot of people. So let's see what we have going for this little mini midweek reading. So look, the first card we have is the 9 of Pentacles. And remember, we got her earlier, in the readings earlier. She's the luxury card. You see her there? Standing in her field of pomegranates with her falcon. Ooh, luxury, luxury. This is a hopeful card to me, right? Me, the person who's looking for a muggle job at the moment, right? It's like, oh, please. You know what? Let me tell you a sad story. I'm not quite here yet. A few weeks ago, they had a position open for a sampler person. You know, the person who does the samples, like walks around with a tray. And I got called by a temp agency. Hey, would you like to be a sample person? Here's me. A what? Like, would you like to do samples at the Asian market? I'm like, yeah, but I'm not Asian. They're like, oh, it doesn't matter. They'll take anyone. So I go there to do the Asian sampler platter, and I didn't get the job, which led to a brief nervous breakdown, but I only let it last 2 or 3 minutes. That's it. I was, pretty downtrodden after that. Oh, I can't even get a job as a sampler holder. Tray holder. Okay, now this next card is hopeful as well. This reading could be for me. I don't know. I don't know, universe. You're kind of giving me a pat on the back. The next card is the Two of Cups. This is like a new agreement, a new deal. Like it's a commitment between two people. You see that there? This could be a job, a muggle job. For me. For this guy. All right. Oh, this reading is really turning into familiar cards, right? Here we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is represents air signs. Swords represent air signs. So that is Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. Those are the 3 air signs, and I'm an air sign. So this is talking about thought and thinking and ideas. Anytime you have swords, they can be emotions, they can be ideas, something going on in your mind. But King of Swords, sometimes when you're doing a reading, this can be a really big jerk. Asshole. But it depends on the cards that are surrounding. But in this case, we have really good cards talking about new things, new agreements, new commitments, prosperity. So this is really a good card to have in this little mini reading. It's promising. Hey, it's promising. If you're looking for a job, if you're like me, if you're in the 55 dive, this could be our week. We could be winners, 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 winners. Shut up. Look at this. Do you know what card this is? This is the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is the victory card. Victory card. Look, victory card. Ideas. Key. This could be a manager. Like, could this be any better? Like, oh my God. This could be a really good week, rest of the week. You know, I'm actually hopeful after this little mini reading. I'm glad I did it. I'm glad. Kevin, good for you. You could be winning this week. You got the victory card. Well, that's about all I have. Oh, I wanted to say that now that school is out, you see all these summer kids. You know, when we were young in the 70s, we used to get on our bikes and boy, we would just ride all over hell. And it was funny today because I was going on my way to a park and there was a little kid, probably about 10, on a BMX bike, just running, just riding fast down the street, right? And I get to my park and I'm walking around and all of a sudden I see that same little kid on the BMX bike just zooming around the whole park. And I had to go and I had to get a few things at the drugstore. There he is. I'm like, good Lord, this kid is fast. But it just reminded me of, those 70s kids. Anyway, that's it for now. I hope you're well. And I'll talk to you again in the next one.